my TV shows recommendations video, part 1. In this video and in my succeeding TV shows recommendations video, I will be mentioning 5 different shows that I'm obsessed with, that I just can't get over with, that I just really have to talk about it or else I feel like I'm going to die. So, in no particular order, let's begin. Number 1. This is a very popular TV show. It's so hyped up and the hype is really real, you guys, and it is the Game of Thrones. This show is based on a book series, A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin, and I have not read the books yet because they're pretty much intimidating, but I do have plans on reading them before the next season comes out. This is a high fantasy show set in a medieval world called Westeros. This show is epic, and that is all I can say about it, so yeah. Number 2 on my list is Outlander. This show is an adaptation of a book series by Diana Gabaldon. It's about this British Army nurse named Claire Randall, who after serving World War II decided to go on a second honeymoon with her husband in Scotland. But then something mysterious happened and she is mysteriously transported back in 1743. I actually stopped watching halfway through season 2 because I wanted to finish the books first because it's so good and I don't want to miss a single thing. Some people might find a few episodes of this show a little bit slow and dragging, but I don't see it that way. I think those parts are very important in creating a really good and strong storyline. And the production is just perfect and beautiful, the music, the scenery, the costume. And I am also very patient when it comes to shows that are really worth it. I don't really mind the slow parts at all. No complaints at all. And Tobias Menzies, guys, his acting skills is 100% amazing. You can love him and hate him in just one episode. So just go check this show out. It's so worth it. Number 3, Black Sail. This show for me, I think, is the best pirate show on TV. This show is a prequel to a novel called Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have not read the book yet, but because of this show, I am very intrigued to read it. This show revolves around this notorious pirate called Captain Flint and his struggle in trying to save this new Providence Island and its capital, Nassau. I get so many feels watching this show, and I just love how the show makes you see the kind of life pirates live. There's love, betrayal, lots of violence, and lots of nudity in the show. So yeah, be warned. And I don't know, I just love the costumes. It's just perfect. This is a fictional show based on some real names and real events that took place in the past. The characters in this series are really strong and powerful, not in a literal sense, but in a way that it makes it so hard to forget them. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's what I'm trying to say. And also, my favorite characters of the show is Captain Flint, Captain Vane, Billy Bones, Long John Silver. Number 4, Lucifer. It's Lucifer Morningstar, the actual devil, who decided to take a vacation from hell to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, until a murder case took place outside his nightclub called Lux. So he then met this intriguing detective called Chloe Decker. I can't talk much about it anymore without spoiling anything, but yeah, just go check that TV show out. It is a really funny show, and I love how Lucifer is being portrayed in this show. He's funny, sarcastic, charming, witty, and his character development is so amazing, and I'm so excited because season 2 is coming out next month. Yay! Number 5, The 100. This show is about the Earth, which is no longer livable after the nuclear war because of its extremely high nuclear radiation levels. But then there are survivors, and they are already living in the space ark for 3 generations. When their resources are starting to deplete, they need to figure out a solution, and the only way that they can come up with is to check if the Earth is already survivable. So they send out 100 juvenile prisoners, and that's all you need to know because that's all I know when I dive into this show, and I was just surprised. It's mind-blowing, and it just gets better and better every season. When I was watching season 2 and 3, I'm like, am I still watching the same show? Because every season is different, and it's just a very unpredictable show. Every Every episode of this show is action-packed. I can't remember any dull or slow episode of this show. And then you get to like a certain character and then hate him in the next. Overall, this show just messes up with your emotions, so be prepared. So that's my first of 5 TV shows recommendations. In any case you've seen any of these TV shows and you want to talk about them, feel free to comment down below so we can discuss and fangirl over these shows. And also, if you want to recommend a certain show, let me know because I'll be happy to check that out. I'm constantly in search of good TV shows. And before I end this video, I just want to say thank you to Katie for mentioning me in her BookTubers shout out video. I did not expect that and I highly appreciate it. And I just want to give you a virtual hug. She's very nice and sweet and bubbly. Just go check her videos out. I love her so much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around.